We're proud of this building, we're proud of this community, but yet we lost 7 lives.
Moving forward, how people in our area mark the 1-year anniversary of the Twister tragedy.
It's on air, online, on mobile. Fox Toledo News at 10 starts right now.
June 5th started out as much as today, a beautiful sunny day. We all were going about our lives, and in a wink of an eye, everything changed.
A grim anniversary. Today, people in our area remember the Twister tragedy. Good evening, I'm Allison Brown. 7 lives lost and plenty of devastation 1 year ago, but through it all, hope remains, especially in Lake Township. A rebirth for Lake Township. 1 year after tornadoes swept in and took 7 lives, this Wood County community has opened its new administration building after it was destroyed. The building is complete with a fitting memorial to the lives lost.
The memorial with the names of the victims on it is oriented in the direction which the tornado traveled through the township.
Bailey Bowman, Kathleen Hammett, Ted Kranz, Hayden Walters, Mary Walters, Ryan Walters, and Erwin Welling received tribute.
Hayden Walters.
With roses placed at 7 pillars at the administration building and doves released.
May they never be forgotten.
I will never forget that night, nor will anyone here, but this is our rebirth, and we're going to come out of this stronger than ever and better than ever.
The day, though, symbolic, especially when it comes to this new structure.
From the memorial to the columns is 20 feet 10 inches, signifying 2010.
Some of the bricks from the former Lake Township administration building were even used to build this new one.
Everybody worked together just like we did the night of the storm. It feels good. You know, we promised our citizens we would do everything we could to rebuild this building in a year and get us back and get our community back in here within a year, and we did it.
You'll notice a totally rebuilt park, a totally rebuilt building. They're working on the new school. Downtown Millbury there's only a couple of empty lots. Most of the houses are completed.
Still, Lake Township residents will forever be touched by what happened on June 5th, 2010, but they move forward and try to heal.
We're proud of this building, we're proud of this community, but yet we lost 7 lives.
Now, people in Millbury gathered for a block party last night to remember the victims and thank volunteers who helped them through last year's tornadoes. Many also talked about the sense of community and how much it has grown because of what happened.
Drive by the school here this spring and they're starting to rebuild and stuff, and for me that's encouraging, you know, because they're rebuilding.
People at Main Street Church in Walbridge marked this 1-year anniversary with reflection. The Twister tragedy damaged parts of the church, but the pastor there says the storm has also helped rebuild some lives. Since the tornado, he's noticed an increase of members in his congregation. A tornado that same night ripped through the village of Dundee, Michigan. Folks there gathered for a remembrance service at Dundee Baptist Church this afternoon. Fox Toledo's Kevin Milliken is on assignment with the tragedy that injured a dozen there.
While much of the remembrance is on residents who rebuilt their lives and homes, these are the recollections of the police chief and a retired insurance agent, both of whom came to the rescue of friends and neighbors.
Matter of fact, it was our first day with the new police department here in Dundee, so we kind of got activated very quickly and came into a pretty big mess.
Dundee Police Chief Tom Ewell will never forget that first day scrambling together a search and rescue mission in the dark of night after a tornado twisted off rooftops, toppled trees, and tore apart the town.
It was a mess. Trees, wires down all over the roads. We basically had to shut the entire town down.
An insurance agent was trying to take cover in a closet when the winds whirled by his home.
And I was standing beside the front door in the window, and all of a sudden I seen everything go by my house. And the noise, and it was over. It was gone.
Both men had to put their personal lives aside for their professional duties to help friends and neighbors recover.
2.5 days of nothing but the sadness and all the devastation, the damage. I just felt so sorry for everybody.
It took 2 weeks before Brocia could even deal with the destruction at his own home, but both remember most how everyone helped each other.
All the involvement of the community and all the communities surrounding the village of Dundee, everybody just came together. It was spectacular.
Dundee is nearly rebuilt. Spring storms and flooding kept some from finishing the cleanup of tree debris, but nerves are still raw. The insurance agent even retired.
That was the worst in 33 years that I spent. And I certainly don't want to do that again.
Anytime a storm comes or we have a tornado warning or watch, everybody's on pins and needles, of course.
Because everyone's afraid what happened 1 year ago could easily occur again. On assignment, Kevin Milliken, Fox Toledo News.
Grateful and thankful. Those are two words that mean a lot to people in Fulton County. You see, 72 homes were hit in some way by the storm, but thankfully no lives were lost. Residents there say a lot of credit is due to first responders because looking back, things could have been a lot worse.
Many of those volunteers came back day after day after day to help clean up and help the victims of this. So we have made a lot of recovery in this area. It's heightened our awareness of weather-related emergencies.
Dee Jackson is an emergency planner for the Fulton County Health Department. She says about a decade worth of training became invaluable on June 5th, 2010.